How do you measure success? Do you know the right thing to look for? Or is there even a right thing to measure your success? We're going to tackle this issue when we return. Colin here. It's Thursday, March 19th, and today I want to talk about the numbers that you should be using to determine your success. Or more precisely, we're going to look at the numbers you should not be using. And I say that because success can only be measured once you know the definition of success. For instance, here at SmartBox, we tell dentists that we'll bring you more patients, more profits, and more freedom. And depending on what you want, an increase in any of those numbers could be considered a success, even though you may not see an increase in all of those numbers. You could have more patients and more profits, but less freedom because you're tied to your practice. You could have fewer patients, but bigger cases, which would be more profitable and give you more freedom, and fewer patients in your office means less time in the office. So let's work under the assumption that what you want is more and better patients. Here are the things that dentists look at that do not directly correlate to success by that metric. Increased engagement on social media. Now, if you've watched this podcast for any length of time, you probably saw that coming. It does not matter one bit how many Twitter followers, Facebook likes, Google groups, or people following your Pinterest board you have. And the same goes for numbers of visitors to your website or clicks from your pay-per-click campaigns. Now, sure, all these do a good job of stroking your ego, and it's great to know the reach you have and the impact you seem to have. Having an audience is a nice thing to throw around when you want to flaunt your prestige, but the only reason you should even know these numbers is so that you can compare them to the only number that really matters, and how many new patients are walking in your door right now. Because what good does it do you if you have, say, 100,000 Twitter followers, if you're spending all day tweeting and you're not seeing any patients, or you're not getting any patients in the door? I can already hear the responses I'm going to get, but those numbers are precursors to bringing in more business. And I would argue, are they? You better know what they do, because there's a big gap between likes and clicks and followers and new patients and butts in the chair. What system do you have in place to close that gap? Because it's not going to happen on its own. Stay on top of your glamour numbers if you'd like, but make sure you are doing things to make sure that you're getting a high conversion rate of new patients into your office. Come back tomorrow and we'll look at our final mistake that I see dentists making in their web marketing. Until then, keep moving forward.